Welcome to a magical world of Photoshop. At first I brought the main subject, the Goku, which I color graded to watch. That click the link on top right corner. Next is the subject image and copies of it, so we can show the shadow effect or the Doctor Strange effect on those images. Basically what I did here was I used Puppet Wrap the second and third image to have a visual impress. Change the layer style to screen and create a mask. With a low flow using soft round brush. Mask out the inner part lightly. And create a duplicate of that layer and bring it below that layer. Go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and Blur to have a glow around the subject, and refine that mask even more to have that impression only on the edges. Select the above image and go to Filter, Blur, Motion Blur, and adjust the angle according to how the image will be moving and the distance. Next, bring the second image. Yes, you are correct, apply the same effect on that image also. Group them separately and create a mask for the group and refine them if needed. Select the background layer, change it into Smart Layer and go to Filter, Blur Gallery, Field Blur and create a small amount of blur. Select the Smart Filter mask of the background image and mask it with black to hide the blur effect. Select the 2 shadow effects subject while pressing the Ctrl to make selection of the subject and go to Smart Filter mask in background layer and paint with white, so that the blur will only be visible behind these 2 subjects. Add those 2 images into a group and create a hue/saturation adjustment and colorize to blue and hide the mask. And make it visible only on the edges of those images. Change the hue/saturation layer style to lighten and adjust the opacity. Select the subject layer or the image in the front and make a selection and paint light blue around the edges, on the side where the shadow effect is made. Make sure to paint on a new layer. Select the smudge tool and pull it toward the subject behind it, to create an impression as the shadow effect is moving from him. Create a mask and remove from his body part so it will be visible only edges and outside the subject. Now the effect is complete. Now I'm going to speed edit the extra elements and the shadows, to show you all the final output. After all the adjustment and camera raw edit, here is the final output.